Should you start a crochet business? Is a crochet business sustainable? Is it even worth it to start a crochet business? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kautar. If this is your very first time here, and I'm Nigeria's crochet queen. Today I'm going to be answering the very big question that a lot of you ask me, which is a crochet business sustainable? Should I start a crochet business? I want to start my business, but I'm feeling like, is it really worth it? That is what I'm going to be talking to you about in today's video. If you don't know, I have been running my crochet brand for 5 years now. I started my crochet business in 2017, and it's now over 5 years because I started in May, which is why I'm qualified to be talking to you about the sustainability of a crochet business, because I've been doing it, and I'm going to be sharing with you from my experience. I'm not just going to be telling you yes or no, start or don't start, but of course definitely watch the video till the end to hear my opinion on this topic. A crochet business is where you are making crochet items and selling the crochet items anywhere. I sell my crochet items online, so I'm advertising online on Instagram majorly, but I've seen people advertise on TikTok, Pinterest, any social media platform that you're comfortable with, Facebook even, but I don't really like Facebook. Instagram is my primary source of advertising my crochet pieces. So yeah, that's what a crochet business is. The reason why I particularly started a crochet business is because at the time I did not have a job. I wanted to actually start a fashion brand, but I didn't even have enough capital to begin the brand. And crochet is something I've been doing for a very long time. So when one of my friends admired one of the crochet scrunchies I had made in the past, he just puts the idea in my head to start my crochet business, because crochet is something that has a low barrier to entry. I don't need a lot of capital to start a crochet business, and that was the main reason I started my crochet business back then. In fact, I had it at the back of my mind to raise capital for my fashion brand from my crochet business. I'm like, okay, since it's cheap to start selling crochet items, I don't need a lot of money, let me start selling crochet items, and with that profit I'm going to keep everything and use it as capital for my fashion brand. 5 years down the line, I haven't started a fashion brand and I am still running my crochet business. I believe that you should have gotten your answer from that. Because if it wasn't making sense for me, I of course would have taken all the money I made from my crochet business and put it into starting a fashion brand. Okay, so that was why I started. And personally, I always encourage people to start selling crochet items, especially my crochet students, right? Like, if you know how to crochet and you are at the point where you need a source of income, whether you need a main source of income or you need an extra source of income, you should definitely consider selling crochet items. I'm not going to lie, because number one, it has a low barrier to entry, and number two, crochet items are not cheap. Yes, if you are watching this video and you still think that crochet items being cheap is your selling point, trust me, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because crochet items are not supposed to be cheap. The reason being that crochet items take a long time to make, so even though the materials you're using might not be so expensive, you're taking a lot of time to work on the piece. So your time is what actually is being paid for, which is why crochet pieces are usually very expensive. I know that a lot of Nigerian crocheters sell their pieces off for cheap, and I think it's a bad mindset that I personally am hoping to be able to correct. One crocheter at a time. Crochet items are not supposed to be cheap, which means that you can be making a lot of money from a skill that is so calming. I feel so blessed to be able to make money from crochet, because crocheting is so calming, it's so therapeutic. Even when I am not making people's orders, you always find me crocheting. Like, when I started my business, I had a lot of crochet items that I had even made in the past. So those were the things I used to start advertising my business, okay? Because crocheting is something I really love, and for you to be able to do something so calming, something so peaceful, and make money from it, I feel like it's an absolute blessing. And the best part of starting a crochet business, especially for me, is the fact that I don't need to put in too much expenses. Like I don't need to get a physical store. It's totally not compulsory like in the case of other businesses. All my marketing has been done on Instagram since I started my business, and I feel like it will continue to be done on Instagram, because when you're marketing on Instagram, you can reach out to people from all over the world, people of different financial status. So for me, when I started my brand, I wasn't living in a rich area. Like where I was living, the people around me, like it wasn't like I was living in a very big estate or something. So I knew that for the prices I was charging, like for the prices I was selling my items at, the people around me might feel like it's expensive, and that's totally understandable, because everyone has different pocket size, let me say. But when you are online, you're able to reach out to people from all over the world with different pocket sizes on that same Instagram platform. So all you're doing is holding your phone, and then you can connect with very rich people that you can just market to. So when you're on Instagram, you can do selective marketing in a way where you are only advertising your pieces to people who can afford it, right? So this is another reason why I enjoy my crochet business and why I have stuck with it for so long, because I'm just pressing my phone, putting out pieces that I enjoy making, and I'm getting people who are willing to pay me for that. If that is not bliss, I don't know what is, especially considering the fact that I live in Lagos, Nigeria. If you are a Nigerian, you've definitely heard about how terrible traffic usually is in Lagos. It's so hard commuting from one place to the other. In fact, if you want to commute without stress in Lagos, just try to go out when it's not peak time. So go out after workers might have arrived at their offices, and come back before workers are closing if you want to avoid the whole traffic rush. So for me to be able to stay at home, not go through that traffic hassle every morning, every night, and still make very good money is something that I think, it's something that I just feel like this is the life I want for myself. I'm able to spend time with my family. I have a son, I'm able to spend time with him. I don't have to, I don't know, for me, I just feel like this is a very good life. I don't know what your dream is, but I enjoy the fact that I'm able to make money from the comfort of my home, and I'm not hustling, I'm not trying to get to work by 8 a.m., I'm not coming back home by like 9 p.m., not having enough time to rest. It's just a business where you are calling the shots. And I feel like the reason why some of you think the crochet business is not sustainable again is because you are selling your items at a very cheap and ridiculous price, in which case it will not be sustainable for you. I'm not going to lie. If you spend an entire week working on a piece and you sell it off for 5,000 naira, that makes absolutely no sense, because by the time you take out the cost of materials, you are probably going to have like very little money left, which will not be enough to sustain you. So if you want your crochet business, to be sustainable, there are a lot of things you need to put into place. You need to stop taking your crochet business as a hobby. You need to take it seriously like a business, and one of that includes pricing your pieces correctly. For me, if I'm talking to somebody who cannot afford my piece and they say they really like it, I'll see if I have time on my hands to just make it for them for free. I'm not going to sell something at a ridiculously low price, maybe because the person has said they cannot afford it. I will not do that. That's not a reasonable move or a logical move for a business that wants to grow, because again, the crochet business is what's feeding me. So I need to take into account all the aspects of business. Like there's an actual method to pricing your crochet items to make sure your business is sustainable, to make sure that the business can take care of you and that the business can take care of itself. And I did write a book about this. If you're interested, the Price Right ebook, just click the link in the description box below. I'm going to link the ebook there, so you can purchase the book if you want to learn how to price your crochet items correctly for maximum profits. Crochet items are not to be sold cheap. If you're still here and you're telling people that, oh, come and patronize my crochet business, my pieces are very cheap, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Crochet items are not supposed to be cheap, okay? Cheap is not a selling point for crocheters, right? So if you're not pricing your pieces correctly, your business will not be able to sustain you, because you're just not going to have enough money for yourself. Even talk more of scaling your business, talk more of buying things that can help your business grow. Some of you say, oh, I don't have a very good phone. You should be able to work on your business and make enough money to buy another phone for yourself that you can use to grow your business, because if your phone is good, you're going to be able to make more meaningful content that will get you more customers. You're supposed to be making enough money from your business that you can use to buy things that you feel like, okay, I need a ring light so that my pictures can pop, or I need to have like a picture spot in my house. Or even if you're saying, oh, I need to get a space because I want more people to start crocheting for me, a crochet business can definitely sustain you, but it just depends on how you're handling your business. Your business should not be taken as a hobby, so you have to take marketing seriously. And one thing I feel a lot of you don't know is, if you want to be a successful crochet business owner, you need to know more than just crocheting. Like, the fact that you're a good crocheter doesn't mean you're going to be a successful crochet business owner. You need to learn marketing. So aside from the fact that you're crocheting, you need to also actively be marketing your pieces. And marketing is just you trying to look out for people that are going to patronize you and buy what you sell, because at the end of the day, the money is what you're looking for. So crocheting is not what will bring the customer, marketing is what will bring the customers. So you must also learn how to market. I'll probably be giving you some marketing tips as the weeks go by. But yeah, a crochet business is very, very sustainable. Again, I've been doing this for 5 years, and it has like provided, like, this is my primary source of income. And I have a son, I have a life, like, that's where I'm getting money to spend. That's where I've been getting money to spend for 5 years. So I can tell you that it's sustainable, and I know that I am not the only crochet business owner, and that should tell you something. If it is not profitable, you are not going to see a lot of people in the industry. If it is not profitable, you're going to notice that all people that were doing this business, they're no longer doing it. That's because they are probably not making money. But if you've seen somebody doing a business for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they're still there, 4 years, 5 years, it should tell you something. And of course, I've already mentioned throughout the course of this video that I understand why some of you might think it's not profitable, or you are not marketing your pieces. You just feel like, oh, when I make this crochet piece and I just post a picture, people are going to rush it because it's beautiful. No, that is not how marketing works. You need to make the piece, you need to post it, and you need to actively be looking for customers that are going to buy that piece. That is how marketing works. And I also have some videos that I've made in the past that I'm going to link in the description box down below. I have made a video on how I started my crochet business with less than 1,000 naira. Definitely watch that if you want to start your business. I have made another video on 3 ways or 3 strategies you can get more customers for your crochet business. Definitely watch that one. I'll link it in the description box as well. I have another video on 10 strategies you can use to grow your crochet business online. Definitely watch that. I've been giving you guys tips, so you need to subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed and you are a crocheter. I'm going to be giving you guys all the tea, how you can grow your crochet business, and also giving you crochet tips. That being said, please take a moment right now. If there are any questions, like crochet related questions you want me to answer for you, or crochet related videos you want me to make, definitely leave it in the comments down below, just to give me some more ideas of what I can do. And maybe what some of you have in mind when you are asking me if this business is sustainable is when you think of what happens when you get so many orders, because crochet items are only made by hand. You might be thinking, what happens when a lot of people are ordering pieces from me and I cannot possibly finish them by myself? So you can definitely hire more people, and in my opinion, that's a good problem to have, which, if you're just starting your brand, is most likely not going to be the problem you encounter, because when you just start a business, you're just going to be growing it bit by bit and getting orders bit by bit. But of course, if you get to that point where you have a lot more orders than you can handle, you can hire crocheters to join your team, and you're going to be paying them for the work that they are doing for you, which is another reason why your pricing needs to be accurate. Your pricing needs to be on point, because if your pricing is not on point, you're not even going to be able to afford to pay other people who are working for you, which is wrong. Because as a business, if people are working for you, then of course you should be paying them, because it's a business. So your pricing, getting your pricing correctly is something that is very important if you want your business to grow. As regards hiring, like, there was a time as well for me when I started advertising crochet through blankets, and what I realized was I eventually got so many orders that if I was working on the orders myself alone, I wouldn't have been able to finish till like end of the year or something, and this was like around June. So that was when I actually put up a call for crocheters, and I had other crocheters join my team to work on the orders for me. So if you're feeling like your problem is that I might get too many orders, I won't be able to make anything, that won't be able to make everything, that's a good problem, because you can hire people that they're even going to pray for you, because you're going to be providing them with a source of livelihood. And right now for me, I don't even make majority of my crochet orders anymore, because I also teach crochet now, so there's so many things that I have to do personally. But again, because I teach crochet, I have students that I can trust to make the crochet orders I get personally. So most of the crochet orders that come to me, my students actually work on them and we just deliver to the customer. And another question I feel like people ask me is, when people order crochet items from you, how do they get it? When people are ordering crochet items from me, because I don't have ready-made crochet items, all my crochet items are made on order, which means that when the person orders is when I crochet that item. What I just do is I tell them it's going to take this number of days. And then sometimes the customer will say, oh, this is too long, I need it by this particular day. If it's something I can finish by the dates that they need it, I have to look at the piece. Is it a big piece? Do I have any project at hand? I'm flexible, so if I can finish that piece within the time frame that they need it by, I'll let them know that okay, I can work with their timing and get it ready by that time. But if I cannot work with their timing, I also let them know. So there's that about crochet business. If you are also making on order, you need to let the customer understand that when you order is when I'm going to make this piece. Okay, so if you can, then let them know how long it's going to take you, so that you know when to expect it. If it's something you can finish when they need it, let them know. And if you cannot finish it by the time they need it, also let them know that, oh, this is not going to work because it's handmade and I need time to make it, because I cannot use a machine and all that. But to summarize, to conclude everything I've said so far, if you know how to crochet, if you need a source of income, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a student, you are serving like a core member, definitely consider starting your crochet business. A crochet business has a very low barrier to entry. If you have a phone, I'm sure most of you already use Instagram anyways. Instagram is my primary platform for advertising. I used Instagram even when I did not have a business. So if you have a mobile phone, you have data, you're subscribing normally, you use Instagram, some of you even use TikTok, you use social media, you can actually start advertising your pieces, start selling your pieces online. Even if you're still looking for a job, this is something you can start. And if you have a business, then you get a job maybe that pays better, or that you feel like you prefer this job, you can always leave your business and go to the job, but at least you're not going to be broke. It's good to have something, like, so that you're not like just completely broke or completely stranded. And it is very easy again to start a crochet business. Another popular misconception I see is people thinking they need to be able to crochet every single thing before they can start their business. No, I started my business by selling crochet scrunchies only for about 3 to 4 months before I started making other crochet items. So even if it's only one crochet item you can make perfectly, trust me, you're ready to start your business. And I feel like you're even going to have an edge over people that are still posting different things, advertising different things. Because when you have a focused messaging, when you're only telling people come and buy this one thing that I'm selling, people are going to know you for that thing. Like your brand is going to be more recognizable than people that are just posting different things and advertising different things every day. A crochet business, in my opinion, is a very, very amazing business to start, and I've mentioned all of the reasons. It has low barrier to entry. You can be making a lot of money from a crochet business, especially if you price your pieces correctly. If you don't price your pieces correctly, of course this point does not apply to you, because you're not going to be making money because you did not price well. And yeah, of course you can grow. It's a business that gives you freedom. You can work from anywhere in the world. You can, you have time to spend with your family. You are in charge of your schedule. Nobody is telling you need to come into work by this time. No, it's all on you. You fix times that you want to work, time that you want to spend with your family. So it's definitely flexible, and crochet is a very therapeutic skill. Like when everything seems to be scattering for me in my life, like everything is turning upside down, I'll just go to a corner, pick up my crochet hook, and just crochet, just to bring in some peace, some quiet. I just need everything to calm down. I just need my head to be in one place. So imagine being able to make money from such a peaceful skill. for me, a crochet business is 10/10. I recommend. I do not really see any cons of having, and I don't see any cons peculiar to a crochet business. Generally, businesses have their pros and their cons, but I don't have any con that is peculiar, that this con, it will only happen to you if this particular thing will only happen to you if you're running a crochet business. No, I don't really have. I haven't seen so far. So if you are thinking of starting your crochet business, go for it, sis. I am rooting for you. Again, you don't need to know how to make all the crochet pieces in the world. Even if it's just one item you can crochet, you're ready to start your business. I recently taught a crochet class for beginners, and I wanted this class to just be really focused. It was a 5-day class, and I taught the students how to make a hat. And when we finished that class, I actually taught them immediately how they can start selling the hat to start making money, because they really can start making money. Then when you start making money, if you want to improve your crochet skill, you can definitely do that, because I also have a more advanced beginner course like a next level beginner course. But I feel like if they are making money from the little they already know, then of course they are going to be encouraged to want to learn more and increase their potential of income. So yeah, you don't need to know how to make everything. And if you're watching this video, you haven't even learned how to crochet, you don't even know how to crochet, I have a virtual 5-day crochet course for beginners. It's a very focused course. So in this course, you're going to be learning how to crochet a hat. And when you finish crocheting your hat, I'm also going to be teaching you how you can start selling that hat on Instagram. I'm giving you all the tips you need to start, how you're going to be marketing, how you're going to be pricing. I'm basically going to be teaching you all the things about crocheting your hat and selling your hat on Instagram. The best part is that this class is less than 10,000 naira. It's less than $20 if you're outside Nigeria. So definitely check the description box down below if you're interested in enrolling for this class. Yeah, check the description box down below. I totally enjoyed making this video for you. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it informative. I'm going to be here next week Friday with another video for you, and again I'm going to be telling you some of the mistakes you've been making in your crochet business that is stopping you from getting customers. Make sure you tune in and subscribe, sis. Subscribe. See you next week. Bye.